Good day everyone, my name is Nate, and today I'm going to be reviewing Grapple Dog for the Nintendo Switch. The publisher was kind enough to send me a review code, but as always, all opinions expressed are my own. And without further ado, let's hop right into the review. I've played a fair amount of 2D platformers on the Switch, but it's not every day that I wonder if I just played one of the best. So today I would like to explore and see if Grapple Dog can stand with some of the best platforming series on the Nintendo Switch, like Mario, Donkey Kong, and Celeste. Grapple Dog is a classic, level-based 2D platformer that stars an adorable dog named Pablo. The premise of the game is that Pablo is a research assistant looking into ancient treasure, but while exploring, accidentally unleashes an ancient evil that is set on destroying the world. As such, it's up to Pablo to save the world from said evil he has just unleashed. It's a fun yet standard story, but what makes Grapple Dog so good is its gameplay. Grapple Dog uses a momentum-based movement system to maneuver your character throughout each level. As Pablo the dog, you run, gain speed, jump, throw your grappling hook, and use your built-up momentum to swing to new areas. Grapple Dog really lives up to its name because central to every level is grappling, and it executes on this central theme fantastically. The levels are well designed with expertly placed grappling points, springboards, hidden areas, collectibles, and enemies that get you into a satisfying flow as you fluidly run, jump, and swing your way to the goal. An aspect of the gameplay that I believe is handled better than many other platformers is movement in water. In Grapple Dog, you don't slow down in water, but gain better control over Pablo and actually gain the ability to dash. One level in particular in the second world has these floating spheres of water that are so much fun to dive in and out of as you swing around the course. Now, the gameplay is awesome, but it can require some fine-tuning and learning on your end. Sometimes I would be standing right next to an enemy, but jumping on top of them was, well, tricky. But that more or less could be tied to the difficulty of the game. Grapple Dog is challenging, but it's not so difficult to the point that it feels unfair or frustrating. The difficulty ramps up at a decent pace from level to level, and tests to see if you have truly mastered Pablo's moveset. As you progress through the game, each new world offers up new obstacles and challenges that honestly require skill and precision. Now, I personally enjoy a well-balanced, challenging platformer, but that might scare others. However, you don't need to worry as the game offers up some great accessibility options that allow you to turn on no damage or infinite jumps that will make your playthrough much easier. These features honestly make it so that even a young or novice gamer could really enjoy Grapple Dog. Up till now, I've mainly been talking about the gameplay, but I also wanted to briefly touch on the art style, world, characters, and music. Grapple Dog is set in this vast sea where you're on a research boat that moves around from island to island or level to level. The research boat is a ton of fun. You can go in and explore it, see your room, and there's even a little video game within the game that you can go play on this boat that moves you around the world. The characters, level design, and even its enemies that you meet across the game are also charming. They have this fun, feel-good, witty dialogue that makes the game really wholesome. Now, something about the pixel art style of these characters and levels feels oddly nostalgic, and it reminds me a lot of Game Boy Advance games. It should be no secret, based off of the swinging gameplay, that I get major Donkey Kong vibes while looking at the art style and playing this game. Now, on top of having a really good artistic creative direction, the soundtrack is an absolute banger. Well, to a point. All of the songs make me want to go on this fun adventure. They've got this really jazzy tune to them that's honestly just fun. But they do get a tad bit repetitive. And the reason for that is that in each world that you go to, all of the levels within that world use the same background music. And if you're on a difficult level or you're trying to get all of the collectibles in one level, the soundtrack does get a little bit repetitive. But you can always just turn that off. But for the most part, the soundtrack is really, really good. Overall, the main campaign of Grapple Dog took me around 6-ish hours to complete, but there's still a ton of unlockables and collectibles for me to find that I imagine will end up doubling the length of the game, so it's not short on content for the price. The unlockables that you will find throughout the levels in the game open up extra bonus stages that will offer up a nice challenge for those of you that have completed the main game. Now, to conclude, at the beginning of this video, I asked the question if Grapple Dog could stand alongside the likes of Celeste, Donkey Kong, and Mario. And the answer is, I think it can. Grapple Dog is one of the best platformers that I have played on the Nintendo Switch. It has an amazing art style, smooth, slick gameplay, and expertly designed levels. If you like platformers, you have to play this game. And even if you don't like platformers, I still recommend it for how accessible, charming, and wholesome Grapple Dog is. It's one of the best platformers on Switch, and is honestly just a ton of fun. Let me know down in the comments below if you plan on picking up this game. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.